everyone. My name is Natalie Dougal, and I'm an iClicker training specialist here at Macmillan. And I want to welcome you to this mini webinar on iClicker campus-wide solutions. Today we're going to be talking about site licenses and single sign-on solutions. That's a lot of S's. This is a webinar that's primarily for admins, so they can learn about the options we have for entire campuses, and we also wanted to speak to those who already have site licenses and single sign-on, and just touch on a few best practices at the start of the semester. So first we'll just talk really quickly about what we mean by an iClicker site license and single sign-on and the benefits that come with setting these systems up. Next we'll get into some quick iClicker best practices for admins. And then we'll talk about some best practices for instructors that you can pass along to them so that they get the most out of these two solutions. So first I want to talk about iClicker site licenses. With a site license, the institution arranges for iClicker to be provided to all of their students at a reduced cost. So what this means for students is they're never prompted for access codes or payment when they're using the iClicker app. And we can customize the student ID field, making it really easy to require institutional email addresses instead of Gmail addresses. With an iClicker site license, you also get access to iClicker Insights, and with those insights, you're able to track student activity like attendance across campus. With iClicker single sign-on, you're able to allow iClicker sign-in on any device with campus portal credentials. So this works for both students and instructors. This minimizes password management, and it also ensures that iClicker account information matches institutional requirements, including name and student ID. These solutions can be used together or they can be used separately depending on what your institution needs. So let's talk about some best practices for admins. First, you want to let instructors know their iClicker options. This will make sure that students don't overpay for iClicker, and it will also help instructors know how to set up their courses correctly. If you don't have in-house training, we really want to make sure that you provide instructors with our training link. Just go to iClicker.com and click on Training and Demos. Not only does this make sure that we can get them training with the latest version of our software, but it easily connects that person with your campus's customer relationship specialist if you have one, and then they can talk about the customized solutions that you have on campus. It's also great to share onboarding resources that we've created. We have syllabus language and first day of class slides that you can provide to instructors that make it really easy to onboard students with a minimum of fuss. And then lastly, let us customize your login field to prompt students to use the correct email address. That way, they're going to log in with the @yourinstitution.edu email address instead of a Gmail or a Yahoo email address. And this is something that we can do for you regardless of if you have single sign-on or a site license. As long as you let us know how you'd like the field customized, we can do that for you. For instructors, we really want to encourage students to first sign out of iClicker before adding new classes at the start of the semester. This makes it so if they were maybe using an incorrect account the semester before, they don't continue to use that incorrect account. We also want to encourage students to link existing accounts instead of creating new accounts. You'll want to encourage instructors to use iClicker Quick Join with their students. With Quick Join, students are given a very short URL. They click on that URL, it takes them straight to your campus portal login page, and then students are added directly to the class. So it makes it a really seamless process. And then lastly, encourage instructors to wait to sync iClicker grades until the end of the add drop period. Okay, this was a really quick, focused message. We want to know if you have more questions about site licenses and single sign-on, so send us an email at email@iClicker.com and let us know if there's more you'd like to know. And we're always here for your questions. So thank you and happy teaching.